What's up, ladies and gents? This is Casey Kid, coming at you with another Destiny video. Today we're doing another question and answer session with Casey Kid. So if you want to ask me a question, leave it in the comments below and I will get to it potentially next week. This week is going to be special because it is going to feature Ojom. He asked a lot of questions and we're going to be able to answer a bunch of his. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, first things first, we're actually going to start off with the title question. We're going to get it out of the way. And it wasn't actually asked in my video last week because it wasn't really around the same time frame. But YouTube exploded with the release of the Fine Brothers video React World. Holy crap. I have never seen so many YouTubers and people get together against what would be considered potentially a quote-unquote common enemy. Whenever the Fine Brothers released React World, YouTube exploded. So people were asking everybody in the YouTube community, what do you think about this? So for those that never heard of the Fine Brothers or what they do, you can do a YouTube search of Fine Brothers reaction videos and you'll see the general gist of what their channel is about. That's what helped to really propel them forward, taking movies or music or video games and showing them to people who have never seen those things before and getting their reactions out of it. So what they wanted to do with React World was basically license this idea and say, hey, if you want to create reaction videos on YouTube, you can do that with our graphics package and with our blessing at the cost of the revenue that gets generated on your channel for these videos. And wow, YouTube exploded. They did not take kindly to this at all. They were basically saying that the Fine Brothers don't even own the rights to the content that they put inside the video. Like, for instance, this Destiny game, I don't own the rights to Destiny, so if for some reason Bungie was really upset about not wanting people to see Destiny content on YouTube, they could probably put in a claim and say, hey, this is all copyrighted material. And the people were saying, you know, Fine Brothers, you don't own the music, you don't own the movies, you don't own the games that you're having people react to, so how can you charge a license fee to us, who are also doing reaction videos, and then essentially create a monopoly on this type of genre of YouTube videos? Yeah, YouTube did not take kindly to that at all. In fact, there are still live YouTube streams going on, watching people just unsubscribe from the Fine Brothers channel. That's how much vitriol and hate is going on for them over this. And they ended up taking down the video saying, you know what, we're not doing React World, but man, the damage was done. What a crazy week for their channel. And holy crap, talk about banding people together against a common enemy. They did not like that. You know, here on YouTube, people like to create different things. And yes, there are things that are very similar in a lot of different channels. I mean, in video games, I do Nightfall loot every week. I've got top 5 videos. I've got music video montages, all kinds of things that are not brand new to Destiny, not brand new to games. Even this Q&A session is not new or genuine to just my channel specifically. But you know what? We all have our different flavors and takes on things, and that's what just keeps people coming around to the different channels. That's why we have so many different content creators. Having a monopoly on something, saying that one generic and general idea is yours, and then encompassing everything else that anybody else creatively might like to take a spin on, that is not going to work. It is definitely not going to work on YouTube. So crazy. What a week on YouTube. Now getting into our questions from the comment section last week, we've got Guatemala Guy asking why my name is Casey Kid. And it's actually a mix of two things. Kid is actually my nickname from college, and it's kind of funny because a lot of people use kid as a derogatory term, and because of that, people in parties and chat, they generally don't like to call me kid because I think they feel like it would be offending me, and it's just kind of funny because it is definitely not something I take offense to at all, but people go out of their way to not call me that, so just kind of interesting. As far as the K-Sig goes, it's actually short for my fraternity from college, Kappa Sigma, and it's been interesting anytime people have recognized that and be like, hey, are you a Kappa Sigma? And I say, yeah, and it's just really interesting to meet those people who have experienced really similar things that I've done before. So kind of a cool thing, kind of a lot of fun. Next up, we have Jom asking his question about the Division, if I got the Division beta and what I think of it. So I did not pick up the Division beta. I did not pick it up. It's a game that's kind of been on my radar a little bit, but I wasn't exactly sure if it was really gonna be up my alley. What I've been doing actually is I was watching people stream it on Twitch. I've been looking at YouTube videos. Right now, it's just not something that's grabbing me as something like I feel like I really want to get into and am just dying to play. It just doesn't seem like it's my type of game. But I will say one thing. Whenever I watch videos on Twitch and YouTube, at some point, if the person that's playing the game makes it look like it is a ton of fun, sometimes I get that thing in my head where I'm like, man, I have got to play this game. So I'm just going to hold out judgment on the game. I'm going to wait and see if potentially whenever it comes out, if I get that feeling and sense of, man, I've got to play this game. Because whenever Destiny came out, I had barely any interest in playing Destiny. Barely any interest in Destiny at all. And look at where we stand now. So yeah, things change. So even though I didn't play the Division on beta, and even though I'm not really sure that I'm going to play it, you never know what the future could bring, and I might find that I absolutely love it. We'll have to wait and see. Our next question is Jom asking me, how long do I think I'm going to make YouTube videos? And I don't have an exact answer for this one either, but I will say this. I'm having a lot of fun making these YouTube videos, and we're seeing a lot of growth right now. I'm loving it. It's amazing to me. Just looking at where my channel was a year ago, whenever I was putting up my first video, and I was like, who is ever going to watch anything that I put out? And you've seen my first video. It's not like it was some great mind-blowing experience or anything like that. But the fact that even a few people are watching and enjoying the content, that's really awesome to know, because I know there's a lot of hate on the internet. But at the same time, for me, it's nice to know that even if it's just a small amount of people, that I can make a small amount of people happy and entertain them for a little bit during their days. Everybody has problems during their day. Everybody needs to get some type of release and just escape from the bills, just the troubles of life in general. And it's cool to just be a little part of that with all of you. So I don't have any plans at all of stopping making my YouTube videos at this time. I've been doing it every single day for a year, and I'm going to keep going. And that's bringing us into our final question with the Jom and Otto asking if I will ever be doing live streaming on Twitch. Yes, I desperately want to do this. Right now, I just don't know how it's going to fit into my schedule just yet. I feel like I might turn into a weekend Twitch streamer just to try out for a little bit. During the week, it is so tricky trying to find time after work to make these videos and then try to figure out how I would be able to Twitch stream as well. But I want to do it. I've got a capture card in my computer. I am almost ready to go, and I should do it. Anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. If you've got a question, leave it in the comments below for next week. Smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, your YouTube, and I'll see you around in Destiny. Q&A. Q&A.